It's said for metta practice, finding a comfortable position is particularly important, and that means sometimes letting go of the formal position. If you would like to lie down, even if that means the possibility of falling asleep, but you would be more comfortable falling asleep, please feel free to move your cushions in a way that you can do it, either stretching out towards the front. That is totally, you are formally invited by me to do that, or any way that would make it. This is not working so well. Hang on. Yeah, any way that would make it more comfortable for you. I don't know why this keeps working. Okay. Great. If you start snoring, I'd like to ask your permission that someone sitting next to you, if they're disturbed, can tap you. Is that okay? Just somewhere lightly. But there is something important about being comfortable for metta, because metta is really about wishing ourselves ease, and sometimes it's nice to have the foundation of ease in the physical body before we offer it to our hearts and minds. I just would like to begin with a few words. I know you've already received words about metta, so this is been helpful for me, because in the beginning of my practice as a new student, I felt nauseated when people started doing metta. I had to walk out the room. I did for years. It might be that a few of you feel the same way. If you do, I wanted to invite either to ignore my words or to substitute a being that you feel comfortable sending metta to. A pet, a daughter. My first substitution couldn't be even an animal, it was the trees, because I love trees. I had to imagine trees and send metta to trees. In the cultivation of loving kindness, really the object isn't that important. So I don't want you to feel, as I did for years, that somehow I was failing because no teacher said that to me. So I eventually was able to send metta to myself, and I saw that the wish for well-being was the same. That as I wished trees well-being, I felt the blessing of that wish. I also found it really helpful when I couldn't actually say the words to pretend I was singing them. Something about singing helped me to actually say it. So singing silently, but I felt my palate change when I was singing, and I imagined myself in the singing as I was kind of singing it silently, and there was something about that that was helpful. So you might find that helpful too. Lastly, one of the things that I also found helpful was, and it's really weird that this image came up because I grew up Jewish, but I imagined the three kings. It's because I was in a school where there were no other Jews, and so I did all the Christmas stuff. And we had a Christmas play, and I was one of the kings taking the gift to baby Jesus Christ. And there was something about that just struck me. And when I think about Metta, I think of those kings offering a gift. There's no expectation of how baby Jesus is going to react to it, but just the offering. And so that's how I understand Metta, that it is this offering. No expectation I should feel love or ease or kindness, but that I'm offering it and that I appreciate that I'm offering. So even when I'm saying the phrases and it's like dead, nothing, I'm stone cold, I reflect on my intention. I'm offering myself this gift. At some point, that gift will flower. If not now, later. The important thing is that I'm offering the gift. One last thing. If it does become nauseating or uncomfortable, or you feel intense feelings, feel free to stop. Don't push it. Come to something neutral. Open your eyes, look out the window. Sing a Beatles song. Just help the mind to relax. Just find your own way. Feel supported in doing that. I wanted to begin by going through the different stages of our life, doing Metta through all our different stages. So let's begin by connecting with the body. Acknowledging the combination maybe of cool air against what skin is exposed to the air. Maybe some inner warmth. Sounds of the air conditioning. The invitation that however it is, we offer the intention, it's fine. Just the intention. Maybe acknowledging the feet. Noticing the aliveness of your body. See if you feel ready to connect with your intention to offer yourself wishes of well-being. Just that. I would like to. I would like to offer myself also not getting attached to the outcome. appreciating the offering. And then, if you feel ready, calling up an image of yourself soon after birth. It might just be an image you create, or there might have been a picture of you. This being just arriving in the world. And offering this being that was us, newly born. May you be happy. May you be safe and protected from all harm and danger. May you have ease and well-being in your body and your mind. There might be other messages of well-wishing you would like to offer. This newly born being. Staying with the phrases, letting go of moving into thinking. If you feel ready, saying goodbye and allowing your 6-year-old self to come into your heart. Seeing that image clearly, or as clearly as it arises. Opening our hearts to this being with these wishes. Still a lot of innocence in this being. May you be happy. May you be safe and protected from all harm and danger, either from the inside or from the outside. Even though I know what's to come, I wish this for you. May you have ease and well-being in your body, in your heart, and in your mind. Allowing your wishes in your words or in these. If you feel ready, saying goodbye to your 6-year-old self, or just keeping these different selves in the heart space and calling now your puberty self. When our bodies and voice started to change, our skin. Such a time of confusion for many of us. Offering our hearts of love. In all this, may you still find happiness. May you feel embraced by my love. May you be safe and protected from all harm and danger. And always And now, if you feel ready, just finding your own timing, bringing in your late teen years, 18 or 19. It might be close to your current age or far away. For many of us, still a time of confusion, challenges. Offering this being love. May you never feel alone. May you find where your home is. May you find ease and well-being in your body and heart and mind. Jumping to 30 years old, if that's the future for you, imagining yourself at 30. May you be happy. May you be safe and protected from all harm and danger. May you see your unique, beautiful being. May you know it. May you be healthy. May all things in your body come into balance and good health. And bringing in, and this again might be a future for many of you, your 45-year-old self. See what you would like to wish for your 45-year-old self. If at any point the age doesn't connect, go back to where it does. Go to a time when you are closer to your death, however you imagine that, whether you are 85 or 95, just where you have aged and you're not walking so well and your memory is going. Your body hurts. Your digestive system isn't working so well. Your hair's falling out. Offering the self that is aged wishes for well-being. May you feel contented. Enriched by all that you have lived. May you be safe and protected from all harm and danger. May you enjoy this time of your life. And if you feel comfortable coming to yourself close to or in the dying process, however it comes to you, lying in bed or sitting and knowing that your life is coming to an end. This being who has lived a life. May you die in love, held in love, feeling love, at ease in the dying process. May your heart and mind be open. Awake and aware. Whenever this happens, may you be carried by all the good or skillful or generous or wholesome acts that you have done in your life. Then coming back to the body, Just taking a moment to feel your body and its aliveness right here. Inner vibration. The place where you can feel your clothes touching your shoulders. The back or buttocks touching the cushions. And this breath that is so enlivening, grounding in this moment, in this body. Giving space for any emotions that are present, allowing them without thinking about them, just giving them space in the body to live. Coming back to the breath, or sound is your anchor, or body sensations. May all parts of our lives, past and future, be held in the field of friendliness and love. All parts of our lives, past and future, be held in love. Thank you. So I closed a few minutes early to just give you a little time to go slow in your transition, whether you're moving into yoga or walking or tea, just to go gently into your transition.
afternoon, everyone. My heart's very tender from that meditation. Right? So let's start by coming to the edge of our seat. Can everyone hear me okay? Okay. So coming to the edge of your seat so that your sits bones are towards the edge of the chair. Bring the knees in front of the hips and the knees over top of the ankles. And just rest your palms on top of your legs for just a moment as we begin to settle in, as we transition into this new way of being together. So just beginning to rock back and forth, feeling your sits bones on the chair. And maybe rocking forward and backwards if that feels okay for you. And then slowly coming into sight to stillness. So lifting your toes up, spreading them wide. And then moving from the outer edge of your foot to the inner edge of the foot, just slowly start to place the toes back onto the earth. Lifting the toes up again. And this time from the inner edge of the foot, begin to place the toes down. Rising up onto your toes. And as you breathe out, sliding the heels back down towards the earth. Releasing the hands off of your lap. So slouching your body, so rounding the spine, rounding the shoulders, dropping your chin down towards the heart. Breathing in deeply. And see what you can let go of. And when you're ready to breathe in, sliding the shoulders up towards the ears. And when you're ready to exhale, letting that breath go. So 2 more times, breathing in, rolling forward. Lifting up. Opening up the mouth, letting the breath go. 1 more time. And then bringing the hands back onto the lap. As you breathe in, lifting the spine up. As you breathe out, dropping the right ear to the right shoulder. Breathing in, bringing the head back up to neutral. Exhaling, dropping the left ear on top of the left shoulder. So you keep going back and forth just like this. The in-breath lifts up off the shoulder, and the out-breath places the ear back on top of the shoulder. Just taking a moment to really notice the rhythm between the breath and the body. Seeing if the breath can begin to slow down, to slow the movement of the body. And as we slow things down, can you really begin to feel what's happening inside the body? Notice any slight tension, tightness, stickiness that might be living in the neck. Just going from side to side. The next time the right ear rests on top of the right shoulder, just letting it hang out there. And then bringing the right arm over top of the head, fingers just above the ear. And then bringing the left fingertips to the left shoulder, gently pulling that shoulder away from the ear. Breathing in through the heart. And as you breathe out, extending the left arm out, palm facing up. Dropping the fingertips down as you lift the wrist up. So you might feel a new sensation move maybe through the fingers, through the elbow, maybe through the biceps. And just noticing if that sensation that you're feeling is pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. Breathing in, lifting your right arm up over your head. As you exhale, just cartwheeling the arms over. So now your left arm is up into the sky, holding on to the side of your chair. So breathing in, reaching up, creating space between your hips and your ribs. And as you breathe out, leaning over towards the windows. So you're really stretching out the side body, so this intercostal muscles in between the rib cage. Checking if the seat bones are still connected to the earth, that we haven't lifted up off of the right one or the left one, that we have them both grounded. And for more stretch, you can just bend the right elbow to create that roundness in the side body. And then begin to create any sort of movement that feels good for you. So maybe you want to drop the arm down. Maybe lifting the arm up behind you, sliding the arm behind you. Maybe drawing the arm across. Just taking a moment to feel whatever your body is asking of you right now. And noticing if you're still following the breath or if you've forgotten all about the breath. So taking 2 full breaths, not rushing, just yummy, juicy, full breaths in. Then whenever you're done, we'll meet back in this position. And when the breath is ready to breathe itself back in, lifting both arms up over the head, gazing up towards the thumbs. And as you breathe out, bring the backs of the hands onto the tops of the lap. Grounding back down into the body. Maybe lifting the feet, placing them back up. It's kind of bringing your physiology back to neutral. And then this time dropping the opposite, right? So everyone's going this way. Okay, perfect. So the left ear to the left shoulder. It's only 2 sides. I don't know why I can't remember it. It's so weird. And then from here, let's bring the left hand over top of the ear, just barely above the top of the ear. And then right fingertips to the right shoulder, just gently pulling the shoulder away from the ear. So really creating space and length in the body. Breathing in through the heart. And as you exhale, extending the right arm, palm facing up. And then dropping the fingertips down, lifting the wrist. And again, checking with that feeling tone of what's happening inside the arm there. Noticing if the breath has shifted. Breathing in, lifting the right arm up, bringing the left arm down to the side of your chair. So breathing in, reaching higher. So creating that space, and then you can bend over, moving into that space that you've just created. So breathing in, see if you can find a little bit more length in your body. Breathing out, bending your left elbow, going deeper into that. And then beginning to find any movement that feels good for you. So taking 2 more complete breaths. And then coming back to the starting position. When you're ready to breathe in, bring both arms up over the head. And as you breathe out, drops the backs of the hands onto the top of the lap. And noticing how the body feels as it comes back into this neutral place. Noticing the stillness of the body. Dropping the hands down, reaching your arms back and grabbing onto whatever part of the chair is available for you right now. So maybe it's the side of the chair, maybe it's the lower part, maybe it's comfortable even reaching up a little bit higher. So wherever you are, just be. And as you breathe in, see if you can begin to bring the heart forward. And as you do, maybe the arms lift up a little bit more. So slowly moving into a shoulder opener. And as you're moving into this, noticing if you want your arms at the top of the chair. Noticing if there's ego going on there. If there's any grimacing happening in your face, I can see your faces, by the way. Your eyes are closed, but I can see your face. So just noticing if this feels loving to you. Does this feel opening? Does this feel liberating? Or does this feel like you're pushing, you're straining? Slowly walking the arms back down the sides of the chair as the body slides back. Placing the hands on top of the knees, rounding the shoulder and dropping your chin back down towards your heart. The next time you breathe in, lifting the body back up to a neutral position. Then let's drawing the arms back again. So wherever your starting point is, then we'll all just take our time to slowly walking ourselves into the shoulder opener. Being mindful if we're moving into pleasant, into extreme unpleasantness. So just noticing when your body is asking you to stop. Do you feel like you're floating? Do you feel like you're flying? Noticing the breath as it breathes itself in. Noticing the breath as it breathes itself out. Maybe lifting the head up. And then begin to walk the hands back down the side of the chair. Bringing the hands on top of the knees, rounding the spine and dropping your chin once again. Noticing when you're breathing in and noticing when you're breathing out. As you breathe in, sliding your body back up. And let's do that one last time. So again, placing the hands wherever they would like to start and moving at your own pace. So again, rolling the shoulders back, feeling your angel wings touch behind your back, behind your heart. Lifting the crown of the head up, really allowing the heart to be exposed. Maybe moving from side to side, just feeling how that sensation might begin to trickle down your back. And then slowly coming back into stillness. Walking the hands back down onto the tops of your knees. And again, rounding the spine, dropping your chin. And then breathing in, lifting yourself back up again. So placing one hand on your lower belly, right below your belly button. Bringing the other hand to the lowest part of your spine. And breathing into the space. And breathing out. Bringing a hand up towards the heart. And if you can, maybe reaching the hand behind the heart. It might be a little complicated to get to. If you can't do that, just bring both hands to the heart. Breathing into the center of your heart. And as you breathe out, feeling the breath exhale through the back of your lungs. So breathing in, feeling the ribs, the lungs, the heart expand. And then exhaling the breath out through the back of your lungs. And then bringing the hands up to the neck. Maybe a little shoulder massage or a little neck massage happens. And then bringing the thumbs back to the occipital ridge, that little lump in the back of your head where your skull sits on top of the spine. Wrapping the rest of your fingers around the front of your head. Giving as little or as much pressure as feels appropriate for you. And as your thumbs gently lift that ridge up, noticing how the chin might slightly tuck down, as the crown of the head is now the highest part of your body. The spine lengthens. The head is facing forward. And then letting the hands go. As you breathe in, lifting the arms up over the head. As you breathe out, the right hand comes to the right leg. And then the left hand comes to the base of the chair. So breathing in as if you're still holding on to your head. And as you breathe out, just twisting the very lowest part of your spine. There's a little micro movement. Breathing deeply into the belly, expanding the belly just like a balloon. Breathing out, feeling the belly slide back towards your spine. Taking that breath again. Breathing in again. And as you exhale, let's begin to open up through the rib cage. So if you like, you can bring the right hand over to the left leg. Maybe you want to bring the left hand up higher onto the chair. And as we begin to open up through the ribs, the lungs, the heart, you can use that left hand to bend, kind of creating more movement in the body. The sensation might really be focused in that space directly behind the heart, in the center of the spine. So breathing into that space, letting it go. So breathing in again. This time opening up through the shoulders, turning your head all the way around towards the back of the room. And noticing the breath as you breathe yourself in. And noticing the breath as it breathes itself out. Again, noticing if you are moving into a space that feels slightly unpleasant. And see if you can come back to a place that feels opening and spacious, but without any aversion to it. Taking one more breath. And as you breathe in again, bring both arms over top of the head. And as you breathe out, resting the tops of the hands, back of the hands onto the top of the lap. And again, just feeling the body coming back to neutral. So maybe noticing the fourth toe, maybe your third rib cage, your third rib in your rib cage. Maybe noticing the stillness of your vocal cords. Just noticing what it feels, what neutrality feels like in the body. And then breathing in, bring the arms back over the head once again. As you breathe out, dropping the left hand to the left leg, dropping the right arm to the lower part of the chair. So breathing in lifts the spine up. Just gently, the slightest little tuck of the chin, so the crown of the head lifts up a little bit higher. And as you breathe out, twisting that very lowest part of your spine, so below your belly button. You can even bring your hand there if you don't remember where that spot is. So it's just the slightest micro movement. So breathing deeply into that. And then letting that breath go. Next time you breathe out, if you want, you can cross the hand over to the opposite knee. Maybe bringing the arm up a little bit higher onto the chair as we begin to move into the thoracic spine. So again, the space directly behind the heart. And again, breathing in, lifting up, creating space in the body. So then as you exhale, you can bend that elbow, going a little bit deeper into your twist there. A little fun anatomical fact. The left lung is a little bit smaller to make room for the heart. I think that's like one of the most beautiful acts of generosity, isn't it? It's like, I'll make myself a little bit smaller so you can be a little bit bigger. I think that we should kind of live by that motto in life, right? So breathing in again. Exhaling, opening up through the shoulder, opening up through the neck. Looking all the way around towards the back of the room. And again, noticing when we're pushing ourselves too much. And how can we let go just a little bit, just a step back a little bit, so the body feels like it's opening. And when you're ready to breathe in, lifting the arms up over the head. And as you exhale, drop the backs of the hands onto the tops of the lap. Let's bring the hands, clasping the hands underneath the right knee. And begin to ground the left foot down. Let's just begin to lift the leg up as high as we can. Whatever you can do today. You can also, if you're near a blanket or a cushion, you can also place your foot on top of that just to give the hip a little bit of movement. Yeah, there you go. You can lift up a little bit higher. Lifting the spine. Checking in with your body. And if it's okay for your body, let's bring the ankle over top of the knee. So the ankle over the knee so the hip begins to open up. As we're sitting, even though our hips are open, we don't really stretch into it. So let's lift the arms up over the head. And as you exhale, just drape the heart over top of the leg. And you might very quickly feel a nice little hip opener happening, right? Like pretty quickly into this. So again, checking in with the body. Wanting to feel an openness, a stretching, an expansion. But we don't want to feel pain. If there's a chair in front of you, you can even place your hands on top of that chair to give your arms a little bit of a break. If this feels intense for your shoulders, also bring your hands down to your hips. And again, just breathing in, lifting the heart up. Exhaling, draping the heart over top of the legs as far as that feels appropriate for your body today. People are getting creative with props. I like that. I appreciate that. One of my friends says that I didn't start using props in yoga till I was 40. And then I was like, oh, this is amazing. And a friend of mine said that when you use props in yoga, you're asking the universe for support and help. So I prop up whenever I can. So just breathing in, lifting back up. Dropping the hands down, so bringing one hand under your ankle, the other hand over the knee, under the knee. And then gently, actually let's do it over top like this. That feels better for me. And then gently lifting that leg up, placing it back down. Maybe giving a little hip massage there. So now let's place the hands underneath the left knee, grounding the right foot down, lifting up, and taking your time here. Maybe moving the ankle a little bit. Maybe lifting up a little bit more. Noticing how the core might begin to engage as you lift the leg up. Very similar in walking meditation. As we lift, we kind of engage the core before we extend the leg and place it back down. Lifting up a little bit higher. And then placing the ankle over the knee. And allowing the knee to drop wherever it will. So breathing in, lifting the arms up. exhaling, folding forward. Just going as far as you can. And using the breath here, so again, so the in-breath can create more length, more space in the body. And once you've established that, as you breathe out, you can kind of move into that space. So play around with creating space and then moving into that space. In the LGBTQI communities, as well as the POC communities, it's all about creating space so that we can walk into it, right? It's a really, really similar embodied experience of that same thing. And again, noticing when you're breathing in and when you're breathing out. When the breath feels constricted and when the breath feels spacious. So breathing in, lifting up. Bringing one hand under the ankle, the other under the knee. Gently lifting up and placing back down. So breathing in the fingertips towards the heart center. And as you breathe in, again, we're going to bring the elbows way back, lifting the heart up, reaching them as far back as you can. As you exhale, wrapping the right arm over top of the left, dropping the chin down to the heart, giving yourselves a big hug. Then again, breathing in, bringing the elbows way back, lifting the heart up, the crown of the head back towards your tailbone. As you exhale, this time bring the left arm over the right, dropping the chin down, and really walking the fingers back, giving yourselves the biggest hug that you can. And then breathing in again, bringing the hands to the knees. You can walk your feet a little bit wider if you would like. And then we're going to bring the elbows out. Begin to drop your body forward and then drop your head down. If you like to, you can scoot a little bit closer to the edge of the seat and then drop your hands down to the ground. And come into a full forward bend. So dropping the head and bringing the blood to the crown of the head really helps to support the central nervous system, to alleviate depression, stress, anxiety. If you ever had any of those, shake your head yes. Wow, no one? That's amazing. And then begin to bring the hands onto the legs as you slowly walk your hands back up. Breathing in, drawing the elbows up. And as you exhale, dropping them back. Drawing one hand to your heart, the other hand to your belly. And we'll end our practice today with the sound of the 3 chimes. Thank you so much for your practice. And so again, you'll have a few minutes to transition before the next set.